Hello guys, welcome to another video. You join me in my office area again. As you see in front of me, I've got two very different phones with me. I've got my iPhone 10, which I've been using since October last year. And yeah, I've just bought one of these, the Google Pixel 2 XL. Yeah, so I actually purchased this today. I haven't unboxed it, I've had a little peek already, but everything's all in the plastic still. And yes, I'm transitioning from my iPhone 10 to the Pixel 2 XL. So yeah, big news. This is crazy to me because I've been with iPhone since BlackBerry. I mean, if that makes any sense to you, I've been with iPhone since, oh god, the 3GS, I think. Then I had 3GS and I had, did I have 4S? I don't know, I might have done. I had 5S, and then I think actually I had an iPhone 5, and then the 5S, and then I had 6S, and then I had the 7. I skipped the 8, and I went to the 10. As they came out in the same year, I thought, why not get the 10? So yeah, I've been with iPhone pretty much forever, since BlackBerry's, the BBM days. Shout out if anyone knows what that is, BBM. But yeah, iPhone 10, I had it since October, and it's been getting on my nerves, so I went out and bought one of these. And as you all know, this guy is Android. It's an Android phone. For a very long time I've been with Apple, very much stuck in the Apple ecosystem, as people call it. Yeah, I've got a MacBook, and I had the Apple Watch, but I've sold that, don't have that anymore. I had an iPad, I got rid of that. So all I've got is the iPhone and the MacBook. Now, the thing is, I'm going to get into a load of reasons why I went with the Google Pixel 2 XL, why I've transitioned from Apple OS to Android, and why have I done this kind of transition. But for now, let's just unbox the phone and have a look inside. Let's get this bad boy unboxed. So yeah, the box is very similar to what you get with Apple and their iPhones. Comes off nicely, there it is. As I said, I've already had a peek of the phone. Yeah, very awesome. And it's so, I picked it up and it's so thin. It's a lot thinner than the iPhone 10. The iPhone 10 feels very bulky in your hand. But yeah, that is the phone. Looking very swish, and yes, I did go for the white and black one. It's quite popular. I was going to go for the black one, but the white and black has grown on me quite a lot. The only thing I didn't like was the kind of two-tone. I wish it was all white, but yeah, it's kind of grown on me, and I do like it. It looks cool, and also on the white one you do get the orange power button there, which is quite cool. So that's the phone. In here, that's very Apple. Yay, welcome to Team Pixel. Okay, cool. That's obviously sticky. Right, okay, get started and all this stuff. Wow, this is so weird. This is so surreal. I've never, ever had an Android phone like in my life. Never, ever. SIM tool. That's good. So that's that. What is this? Okay, so this is USB-C. With the iPhone, it's still Lightning, and that's why kind of iPhone users get annoyed that they can't plug their phone into their laptop, because if you get the new laptops by Apple, they're USB-C, but the phone is still Lightning, which is very odd. But yeah, I think that is USB-C. Yeah. Okay, in here, this is the Usbc cable. That's that. So we've got the same both ends there. That's what that is. And this is the headphone thing, which you can plug other headphone or earphones in. If you have a 3mm head jack thing, you can plug it in there and then into the phone. I'm not that fussed, because Apple took away the headphone jack as well. I'm not that fussed. I only use earphones when I'm on the plane. I never kind of walk around and listen to music. I don't know if that's strange, but I never do it. When I'm editing on my computer, I use wireless headphones. I've got a pair of Bose headphones that I use for my laptop. But when I've got my phone, I'm always driving and stuff, so it's always Bluetooth to my phone. So that's how I listen to music. I never find myself using earphones at all, really. I always use my wireless headphones and stuff like that. And to be fair, on the plane, I also use my headphones as well. So yeah, I'm not that fussed about the headphone jack. Really not fussed. This in here, so the Google Pixel 2 supports this fast charging. That's quite cool. So apparently, if you charge it 15 minutes, you get 7 hours of battery. Yet to test that out, obviously. I heard the battery on the Google Pixel 2 is quite good. The iPhone 10, actually I went for the white silver in this one as well. So yeah, I mean they're quite similar colorway actually. So yeah, this has got a 2,700 milliamp battery in the iPhone 10, and the Google Pixel 2 XL is a 3,500 milliamp battery. So that should be better on the battery. that is everything in the box. Charger, this thing, which I think you can transfer with Android, you can plug in a cable from your Apple device to an Android and it transfers the data. I'm not sure, I can't see that anywhere here. I can't see a lightning cable, I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe I plug it in there and then do that. Guys, this is all new to me, I've got no idea. But yeah, that's it, pretty cool. Standard unboxing really. All your gubbins in there. Let's get back to the phone then. Right, the phone. Very, very swish, very plush, very nice. A lot of people say that they don't like the design, a lot of people say that they do. I definitely like it. So, take this off. Wow, it does feel nice. Very nice actually. So this is aluminium round, the casing, and it's got like a white coating on it. The black one I've heard is slightly different, it's slightly more grainy. But this one is kind of more glossy on the white. And at the top there you see the black glass, two-tone colour effect. Screen looks very cool. It's a nice size actually. I think it's the same size as like an iPhone 8 Plus. Fingerprint scanner on the back there. Very, very natural. I've got my finger on it already. Yeah, phone's looking quite good. So yeah, there have been some issues with the Google phone. First when it came out, October last year, I think it was, 2017. There was some issues with the screen and how it was desaturated, and some people didn't like the neutral colours on the screen. But since the 8.1 software update with Oreo, Android Oreo, they have fixed that and it looks more vibrant now on the screen. Also, people talking about this blue shift crap. I don't really care. It's not fussed. The screen is an OLED screen, so as you know, with iPhone, I've been with an LCD screen for ages and ages and ages, so this is the only OLED screen I've had, which is the iPhone 10. Do I notice a difference from LCD to OLED? Possibly the blacks are better, because blacks are full blacks. Apart from that, the brightness is exactly the same. It doesn't really make any difference. But people may argue with that. I don't really care, as long as I'm getting good use out of this phone and it works, and I just want something which is easy to use. Now, that's why I chose the Google Pixel 2, because Google Pixel 2 is running stock Android, or stock Google. I like to call it stock Google because everything on it is actually Google. Google made Android, and so they've made a phone, which is awesome. And I've heard the Google Pixel 2, or Google Pixel for that matter, is the easiest to transfer from Apple iOS to Android. And I've heard they just brought out Android P as well, which is a new operating system for Android. And obviously, if you own a Google phone, and I think they might do it on a few others, you get the update first. And people who have Samsung phones have to wait quite a while for that to come through. You get all the updates through there first, and Android P sounds pretty cool. I've watched a load of videos on it. It's kind of like the Apple iOS, where there's gestures now you can swipe up for your multitasking and stuff like that. And there's a zoom in feature on the texts like Apple do as well. So it kind of feels like the most easiest transition for me to go from iPhone 10 to Google Pixel 2. I have looked at the Samsung S9 and the S9 Plus and stuff like that, and the Huawei, actually, the P20 Pro. I've heard all good things about them, but the thing is with those, I just don't like how Samsung make Android look, and I don't like how Huawei make Android look as well. I think Google is the nicest. I've watched tons of videos on the kind of the software and how it actually looks in the phone. It looks very cool. God, this phone looks so good. I actually probably prefer it to the iPhone 10 look. It's really nice. Nice, soft, and it's grippy. Even though it's soft like aluminium material, it's so grippy. With the iPhone 10, without a case, this is a very, very slippery phone because it's stainless steel and it's glass as well and all that stuff. And it tends to kind of slip out of your hand and you can't really use it without a case. You know, if you're buying a phone like this, you're spending £1,000 on a phone and it's got glass and it's got a cool back and it's got stainless steel, and then you bung it in one of these ridiculously priced cases, you're not really looking at the phone. So, do you know what I mean? It's annoying that you can't use it without a case. You can, but you've got to be very, very cautious with this because it will slip out your hand at any chance it will get. iPhone 10, let me talk about this then. As I said, I've been with Apple a very long time. And the thing with them, like, they do change their phones, but really, with the 6S, with the 7S, did they even do the 7? The 8 Plus and all those things, they look the same. But all it's changed is just the glass back and the camera. That's all that's changed. And with the iPhone 10, it is a big step for Apple with all this stuff, with the camera, different design, different steel casing, and obviously the screen. You get a full screen, but then you have this silly little stupid notch up the front, which I did say in my unboxing video. I said I can't really notice it, but the thing is, you do notice it. It's right there on the screen, you can see it. It looks ugly, and you just have to deal with it. And when I watch videos, I don't like putting full screen on the phone. I just don't like it. So I have to watch the screen with it kind of at its smallest setting. If I zoom it out, then you can see the notch in the screen. And say if something is going on the left or right hand side of the screen, however you're watching it, you may miss something on the screen. So I never watch it in full screen, which is a pain because it's all screen and you want to watch it all screen, but you can't because it's a silly little thing up there. So yeah, that's kind of a little minor reason, but there's two big reasons I wanted to switch from Apple to Google. Well, actually Android for that matter, because number one, the customization on iPhone is just not there. I mean, for a decade now, they've been using these icons and you can't put them anywhere on the screen. You can't. You have to have them how they are, just stuck like that on the screen, which gets annoying. I mean, you can make folders and stuff like that. You can put apps across the screen and have your wallpaper at full show, but then you have to have one app staying there because it can't let you have a full screen without having apps on it. And this bottom thing here it's been the same for ages. It's just not very customizable. Can't change the color in the messages. It's just very, very tight and very, very Apple. You have to stay, it's kind of almost conditioning you what you like and what you want and how you're going to use your phone. So that's one of the big reasons I changed to Android, is because you can do so many things. There's all these like launchers, like Nova Launcher, Pixel Launcher, and all those things. You can even change the icons, what the icons look like, doing it properly. I mean, if you want to do that on iPhone, you have to bloody jailbreak the thing, which is not worth doing because it messes up the software and the phone goes broke. I've done that a couple of times on very, very early models I had, and it just breaks the phone. So yeah, Android is very, very, very kind of free, I would say. You've got a lot of freedom with Android, and with iPhone it's just getting too boring for me. I mean, that's my own opinion. I mean, there's Apple fans out there which really, really love iPhone. They like the style, they like how easy it is, they like how fluid it is and all that stuff with the software. But you get that with Google as well, because Google made a phone, and obviously they make Android, and people are saying the Google Pixel 2 is the most fluid Android experience you're going to get. The second big one, the very, very big one, this is a big one. I thought I'd love it, but it's just annoying me very, very, very much. Apple kind of, well, it's their new big thing they're doing. It's the Face ID. The Face ID. It was very, very cool when it came out, like, oh my god, facial recognition, all this stuff. It actually uses your face and dots to recognize the contours of your face and all this stuff, and you can open your phone with Face ID. Not so good. I had a lot of issues when using this phone. This probably applies to almost everyone out there who uses a smartphone. I use my phone in bed, and you know, when you're looking at it, you just wake up, you're going to look at your phone and stuff like this. But but the thing is, you're in the bed, and your covers may be over your face, and you're yawning, and you've got your hand like this, trying to look at your phone. The phone doesn't open. Obviously not, because you have to go like this and look at it dead on. It didn't even open then. Didn't even open. You have to, okay. You have to pick up the phone and look at it dead on, and then it opens. If you're like laying down like this, just woke up, or you're just relaxing on the sofa, and you've got a hoodie on, and like you got some bullshit snood around you or something like that, some shit like that, you can't open the phone. And if I'm yawning, or I tend to do this a lot, if I lock the phone and now, it's gone and it can't open, which is so annoying. I've missed the fingerprint scanner so much since this bloody Face ID came out. I just want to open the phone with my thumb, bam, you're in. Don't have to look at it, don't have to pick it up off the table and look at it like this. I've missed the fingerprint scanner on the iPhone 7 very much. And when the phone is down like this, say you want to open it, I mean this applies to the Google Pixel 2 as well, because the fingerprint scanner is on the bottom, but we'll leave that for a minute. You can't, if you look at it like that, you can't, it doesn't open. When iPhone used to just open like this on the top, and that's what it was good for. You can open it easily. Another thing, notifications. So this cool thing, when you get a notification, it doesn't show. I don't know if you can see that. See, it says Twitter and it just says notification. Now, if I look at the phone, okay, wake the phone. So if I wake the phone and now look at the screen, it's not even working. Wake the phone, come on. So this happens as well. Enter passcode. Your passcode is required to enable Face ID. So that happens a lot. I don't know why. It like resets its Face ID, so it doesn't allow you to open it with your face. You have to type in the password. that happens a lot, so I have to go in and type my password. So yeah, another thing with the notifications, as I've just said there, Twitter notification. But then when you look at the phone, and then when it opens, it shows you what the message is, which is quite cool. So the phone is locked at the moment. You see Gmail at the top. It just says notification. You can look at it, and then it opens, and then you can read the message. I've just emailed myself a hello. 5 times out of 10 this doesn't work. So if I've got messages like this, and I'm like walking, or I've even got sunglasses on, even with these glasses, a bit strange with Face ID, I look at the phone, it doesn't open, but the thing is, it doesn't open. You can't just keep looking at it because it won't open for you. You have to lock the screen again, then open it, look at it, aha, there we go, and it opens. So that is very, very frustrating. I don't know why Apple did it. They should have just made the Face ID as quick as a fingerprint scanner to get in the phone. At the moment, it's very laggy and it only works 5 times out of 10 with the notifications. The only cool thing is that it has auto login. So when, say if you're logging into Instagram or PayPal or whatever, you just look at the phone and it puts in your password and email, and then you're logged in. Same as it would with a fingerprint scanner. But then the same applies with kind of if you've got your hand over your face, or it's on the table, or it just doesn't work. So those are the 2 big things which really, really getting on my nerves, is the customization with the phone, and the Face ID is not, it's just not that efficient as they say it is. It's cool with like all the dots and technology and stuff in this notch thing, but I reckon give Apple another 2 years until they actually nail it properly. Also with iOS, it used to be so good. It used to be fluid, and the software used to work every single time, but now the iPhone 10's out and they have other iPhones with different screen sizes, and with this notch, it makes the iPhone 10 very, very buggy, very glitchy. When I first had it, they had to release about five or 6 bloody software updates to get the phone actually working. I bet there's been even more than that actually. So yeah, Apple, sorry boss, but like, I could have got an 8 Plus, but then it looks so dated. The 8 Plus and the 7 and everything, it looks so dated from phones out now, with the Samsung with the nice curved edges and stuff like that, with the LG phones and all these other phones coming out. The Apple phones, apart from the iPhone 10, they actually look like 5 years old, because they've still got huge chins on them. Their screen doesn't go all the way to the edges and stuff. So yeah, that was my 2 big reasons why I transitioned to Android. But yes, this is the phone that is going to be my kind of day-to-day phone now. What I'm going to be using, fully switched to Android. I mean, yeah, I'm so excited to use this phone. It's just a whole new thing. It seems so insane to, after so many years, to finally switch to Android and just dabble in the whole new experience that I'm going to be experiencing with this phone. I haven't mentioned the camera or like any of the features of this phone really, but the camera is probably the most interesting thing to me, and definitely the customization of Android and the new Android P coming as well, which is the new software Google are rolling out. But yeah, the camera, I've heard the portrait mode, it kind of steps all over iPhone 10 and even iPhone 8 Plus and stuff like that. And yeah, and also just with general taking photos, I've heard it's been rated the best smartphone camera to date, and that statement kind of has held up. I've been watching so many reviews on the camera and stuff, so very excited to test this camera. That fingerprint scanner is so natural, it's so nice to have it there. Yeah, in my opinion, the iPhone 10 is Apple's just not there yet with the software and stuff. It's cool, but it's more kind of like a gimmick, kind of to keep you in the Apple ecosystem, but for me it's just chucked me out. It's not for me anymore. So yeah, very happy to try this. Haven't even turned it on yet. I'm not going to do all of that in this video, it's going to make it way too long. But yeah guys, if you want kind of camera tests and kind of what I've got on my phone and stuff like that with this phone, do comment down below, do leave a like. I hope you enjoyed the video guys, and yeah, I'll see you next one. Goodbye.